these are my quick thoughts on the Canelo Alvarez, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. HBO Faceoff, which took place a few days ago. Now, in boxing, we have situations where there are manufactured beefs. Sometimes, not all the time, but there's a decent amount of them. Rivalries between fighters where there really is no bad blood, but the promoters or maybe the fighters themselves decide to put on a show for the viewers because they know that bad blood sells. Now, I don't know if that's the case here with Canelo and Chavez Jr., but watching this HBO face-off, to me it did appear that Canelo was genuinely annoyed and upset by some of the things that Chavez Jr. was saying to him and about him. Particularly when he was saying that Canelo's been fighting smaller men and that Canelo has been doing everything really to avoid a fight with Triple G. Those things appeared on the surface to really get to Canelo Alvarez, and because of that, he wants to put a serious beating and a hurting on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. What do you think? In the comment section below, people, let me know. Is this beef and is this grudge genuine, or is it just all for the cameras? I tend to suspect, now I don't know, I could be wrong here, so don't act like I'm saying this definitively, I'm not. I tend to suspect that Canelo really does have a dislike for Chavez Jr. because of the things that he's been saying, because I think that Canelo's ego really is that big and really is that sensitive. I think the things that people say about him with regards to the Golovkin situation particularly get under his skin and annoy him. And as I say, I think his ego is that big and that fragile that he can end up seriously disliking somebody because they bring up the Golovkin situation and blame him for why the fight hasn't happened. So yeah, that's all I really take from this HBO face-off. It was, to me, fairly interesting. Some HBO face-offs, there's a lot of respect there, and you've got two seasoned veterans who don't really give away much. But in this particular instance, I felt there was some genuine needle there. Now, interestingly, Chavez Jr. didn't seem to have any genuine dislike of Canelo. But to me, Canelo did have genuine dislike of Chavez Jr. Whose hands will that play into? Would that be a situation where Canelo comes out with a point to prove and really turns the heat up and puts a serious beating on Chavez Jr.? Or will he be too wound up and actually play into Chavez Jr.'s hands? Will Chavez Jr. be the guy who's more relaxed and more comfortable in a situation and use Canelo's anger against him, if there is genuine anger there in the first place? Let me know what you felt about the HBO face-off between Canelo and Chavez Jr. As face-offs go, I thought it was fairly decent. It wasn't one of the worst. It wasn't one of the best, but it was fairly interesting. Let me know how you felt about it. Drop your comments in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.